Hello and welcome back to my channel. I'm Chelsea, for those of you that are just now joining us. And today we are going to be doing our Soul Food Sunday. But soul food is going to be a different definition than what we typically think of. We typically think of like Southern food, like that home cooking, very rich, very indulging. But this soul food that we're going to talk about are going to be all kinds of different recipes that feed your soul, that enlighten you, that raise your vibration. They're all going to be high energy foods, things that are healthy for you, things that are really going to just jumpstart your metabolism, get you through the day, and be a healthy alternative to maybe something that you already eat. So we're going to dive right in. Today we are going to be making a jackfruit chicken salad. So for our ingredients, we're going to use this Native Forest original organic young jackfruit in the original flavor. We're going to be using some celery, some carrots, some garlic powder, black pepper, and a little pink Himalayan sea salt. So first things first, I'm going to wash our hands, put our apron on, and pull our hair back. Okay, all set and ready here. Hands are washed, hair is back, and we have our apron on. We can just wipe our hands on if we need to. So first we're going to start by cutting the celery and the carrots. And what I like to do is just kind of cut the celery into smaller pieces and then chop down the middle so that what we end up with is nice little bite-sized cubes. So you'll see that I cut the one little stalk into 4 pieces. Then I'm going to go ahead and just chop that into smaller cubes here. Being mindful of our knife, we don't want to cut our fingers. And then I just kind of pick those up and put those into a nice little bowl that we will use later. And I like to use just 2 smaller pieces of celery for this. Again, cutting right down the middle and then cutting that piece in half and the other piece in half. So we have 4 smaller pieces, making 4 little cubes. Okay, and then I like to use the already cut and peeled carrots, but you can use the full carrots. Baby carrots are just easy for me as a go-to snack. So they're already pretty small, but if any of them are a little bit bigger, I just cut those in half. And then we just line them all up. And again, cutting them into little tiny bite-sized pieces. It'll be great once we add them into our chicken salad mix, jackfruit salad mix. Okay, so I got another small bowl here for that. So we'll put those into there. Next step, we are going to take our jackfruit and put it in our skillet, and we're going to cover it with water. Use about a cup of water, so dump your jackfruit into the pan, and really it just, whatever it takes to just fill the bottom of the pan with a little bit of water. So right at a cup there. Go ahead and turn that on medium to medium high. We'll cook it until it gets tender and starts kind of falling apart. Okay, so we have our jackfruit that we brought to a boil. So we're going to let that simmer for about 5 to 7 minutes with the lid on. Okay, so it's been about 5 to 7 minutes, and we just want to make sure that whenever we're pushing down on our jackfruit that it's easily falling apart. So as you can tell, I got my little stamper here, and as you push down on each of the pieces, they're easily falling apart. So we are good to go with our tenderness. And now what we're going to do is drain the jackfruit and put it into a glass bowl so that we can add the veganaise and a little salt, pepper, garlic powder, and our veggies that we're going to mix up in the mix. So, all right. Okay, so we've strained the jackfruit, and now we're going to put it into our bowl that we're going to mix everything up in. So go ahead and take your masher and go ahead and break apart the jackfruit so that it's more like a shredded consistency. All right, looking pretty good here. Just don't want any big chunks in there, so try and get it all mashed down into smaller, shredded looking pieces. It's funny, I've made this recipe a different way, and most of my family members couldn't even tell that it wasn't meat. So it's a good, healthy alternative. Okay, so that's what you want it to look like. Now we're gonna add our veganaise. I usually do 1 to 2 tablespoons of that. So just kind of depends on how creamy you like it, but we'll start with 2 and go from there. I think that looks pretty good. Go ahead and add in your celery. And your carrots. And then we do just a little pinch of Himalayan sea salt and some ground black pepper. And all of this is to taste, of course. So seasoning isn't for you. You want to do without the salt, without the pepper, that is okay as well. And then I just do a little bit of garlic powder. Some people like things a little bit more seasoned, so add as much of that as you like. Or if there's any other seasonings that you like to add in with yours, that is quite all right as well. Okay, so here we have, I'm gonna add just a little bit more black pepper. And voila, non-chicken chicken salad mix, jackfruit chicken salad. On our grill, we have some sweet Hawaiian buns. We have a piece of sourdough toast. We also have some nori, aka seaweed. We have some celery. So, and then also these siete, these are grain-free tortilla chips. They're made with cassava flour. So if you like a healthier option with that, that is also something that you can mix it with. But yeah, so that is it. Whenever we're all finished, we will make our little sandwiches or a roll and maybe garnish with some peppers, banana pepper rings. I like to usually cut up some red onion and fresh tomato out of the garden and put that on there. So kind of go with whatever feels good for you and whatever you like to have on your not chicken salad. Thanks for joining. Comment below. Let me know if you try the recipe, if you like it, if there's anything else that you like to add to yours. I know some people do grapes or cranberries or nuts. So yeah, let me know what you think.